Now it's a game called Questions Only. So Ryan and Colin, if you'd like to come down. Now, they have to do a scene. The only limitation, what they say, is they must only use questions. And we'll do that to see who can last longest doing that. So what we want is somewhere they might be meeting. Somewhere they might be meeting to have this scene. The beach? No, I think the beach is OK. You're meeting on the beach, and you can only speak in questions. Where you go.
Isn't it a beautiful day?
Why are you asking me?
Aren't you the lifeguard?
Do I look like a lifeguard?
Don't you recognize me?
Should I?
Do you find me attractive?
Do you think I'm that sort of man?
Aren't you?
Is the Pope Catholic?
Don't you want me more than you wanted any man before?
There's a bear dooley in the woods?
Who are you with?
Why?
Isn't it important to you?
What?
Do you know how to get home?
Are you questioning my intelligence?
Do you have any ID?
Do you think I would come out here without ID?
Do you have a car?
Does that answer your question?
Is that a Datsun 296?
Have you ever seen one float in the water like that?
Will you take me for a ride?
Don't you know that you only had to ask?
That's hard, isn't it? It's really hard.
Was that ever going to end? Will 50 points each be do? No?
Yes, it was. Now, the scene I want you to do is one of you is confronting the other about a girlfriend. You know, I know, breaking up your relationship, something like that. Only in questions. And I'll buzz when you've come to a natural end.
What are you doing here, Gary?
Why do you ask?
What are you doing around these parts?
Isn't it obvious?
Have you come about Shirley?
Is the Pope Catholic?
Did she tell you all about it?
Do you know where she is?
Didn't she tell you?
Would I be asking?
Can you satisfy her as I can?
Does this answer your question?
Where did you buy that?
Don't you have the catalog?
Have you noticed I don't have one?
What happened?
Didn't you read about it in the news?
Didn't I renew my subscription?
Weren't you driving that car?
Where is it? The car?
Don't you know what I'm talking about?
How can I help you?
Isn't it this in your pocket?
Well, skating on the borderline of taste there, albeit from the wrong side. I'll give 69 points to that. Now we go to one of you's trying to buy a motorcycle from the other. That's the scene I'd like you to do, because you must only speak in questions. Where you go.
Can I help you?
Is your motorcycle for sale?
Doesn't it have a sign on it?
Why are you so nasty?
Would you like to give it a try?
Can I?
Why not?
How does it work?
Haven't you ever ridden a motorcycle before?
Do I look like I've ridden a motorcycle before?
Why don't you just get on and give it a try?
Do you know who you're talking to?
Aren't you Wally Beaver?
Does the name Pope Paul mean anything?
Is that who you are?
Am I Catholic?
Aren't you the greatest motorcycle rider in the world?
Is Gandhi skinny?
Doesn't the metal feel great between your thighs?
Am I supposed to know about these things?
Mind if I hop in the back with you?
Could I stop you? What's that?
Haven't you fought one of those before?
And the other two can stand ready, because I'll buzz anybody who fails in some way, and you have to replace the person you're standing next to. So, scene just the front office of a hotel, front desk of a hotel. Only questions.
Can I help you?
Have you any spare rooms?
Have you stayed here before?
Have you got a bank safe?
Do you wish to put money away?
Is there a swimming pool?
Did you bring your trunks?
Have we met before?
Why do you look familiar?
Isn't this the Ramada?
Aren't you Steve Foster?
No, it's Steve Frost. You got that complete.
Do you have a room for me?
How big a room would you like?
What would you suggest?
Smoking or non-smoking?
What's the difference?
Where would you... Do you realise the mess you've made in your room?
Where'd the other guy go?
Is that any business of yours?
Can I rent a room, please?
No, do you think this is
Ah, no, it's an answer. That was an answer, it wasn't a question. Come on.
Remember me?
Where'd you go?
Don't you know that I have to take some ID?
Right now?
Is there a better time?
Do you take pictures?
Has it expired?
Is 1990 expired?
Why aren't you wearing any clothes?
Do you have to ask?
How can something be that small?
Have you heard of showering?
Are you Danish?
So the game is an army recruitment office.
So I understand you want to be a soldier, is that right?
Do you get a free uniform?
Why are you asking me?
Are there tanks?
Are there tanks where?
This is the army recruiting office, isn't it?
Haven't you got eyes?
I thought the army supplied them. That's a statement.
You want to be a wren, do you?
Isn't it obvious?
Why should it be obvious?
Why are you asking that?
Aren't you a soldier?
I'm sorry, just too high-pitched. Could you just give...
Do I have what it takes to be a soldier?
I don't know, do you?
Can you help me?
How would you like me to help?
Do I get a gun?
Can you climb that rope?
Do you think that's too high for me?
Is Scylla black?
Is Barry white?
Would you like me to climb alongside you?
Would you like to show me how?
Would you like to follow me?
Can I come right behind you?
Do you think this is the Navy?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. All right, okay. So it's just in a clothes shop, being fitted for a suit or something like that. That's the scene, but you speak only in questions.
Do you really think green is your colour?
Who designed that suit?
Don't you know Jocasta Bumpshin?
Are you related to him?
Am I?
How old are you?
Would you like to try this on?
Aren't you going to ask my first question?
Why do you ask? Yes, sir. Can I help you?
Can you help me?
Oh, I was going to buzz you out, but never mind.
Do you have any tweed?
Like what?
Should I be helping you?
Aren't I the customer?
Do I work here?
Are you making a fool of me?
Did you take a number?
Is this a 4 or a 6?
Can't you tell the difference?
Have you got any spare coat hangers, please?
Would you like to take a look in the mirror?
Would that be all right?
Doesn't this look like one?
You've done this work before, haven't you?
Do I look like a rookie?
Yes!
Back again, are you?
You remember me, do you?
Is your face easy to forget?
Does William hurt?
How are the pants fitting?
Do they seem a little tight to you?
Do they feel tight?
What would you do?
Should I tuck them in the shoe?
Do I look like I know what I'm doing?
Haven't you had any experience of wearing clothes before?
What kind of an idiot do you take me for?
Why do you look familiar?
Aren't you my long-lost son?
Did I go to school with you?
Would I go to school with my long-lost
That scene's going completely wrong. Bring in Tony. Bring...
Can you help me?
I might be able to.
As usual, all right, okay. Oh, we've just got to the end. The scene is you're going to the vet, which in England means a veterinary surgeon, rather somebody who's served in Vietnam. So going to the vet, questions only, where you go.
Thank you, Mr. Pedantic.
That wasn't a question, you're out. Okay, so you go.
Now, what's wrong with your animal?
Can you help me?
What is it?
Can't you tell?
Aren't I the vet?
Haven't you ever seen a Burmese cat before?
Do I look as if I have?
Why are you asking me?
Aren't you the one with the problems?
Doesn't the cat look sick?
Is it dead?
Do I know?
Why ask me?
Do I look like a doctor?
What have you been feeding it?
Today?
How long's he had this fever?
This cat?
Do you see any other cats?
Can't you tell I'm perturbed?
Is he Siamese?
Does he look Siamese?
Are you Siamese?
Are you trying to get my goat?
Don't we know each other?
Weren't we in class together?
Are you Phil Johnson?
Are you Bob Philly Foo?
How the hell are you
Silly name, too silly. Stay for his little real name.
Do you think you can save him, Bob Billy Boo?
Do you think I have the talent?
Isn't that what you're here for?
Is 4 years medical school too little?
Is $5 billion enough to pay this fee?
Do you have the money?
Do you need it now?
American cash?
Will you take a bad check?
Is it your check?
Is that what you want?
Do you think I can help him?
Won't you help, Fifi?
Will you assist me?
Would you like me to?
Could I have the scalpel?
Is this the one you want?
Does blood scare you?
Is that his internal organs?
Do you see that?
Are you sure this isn't something else?
Would you like to keep it?
May I eat it?
Wouldn't it make a great necklace?
Do you have any fondue?
I think I'll turn there. Well, you're the winner, Greg. I can't say any more about that. Yeah, well done. Oh, crap. Stuff like that. Situation I want you to do is auditioning for a circus. That's the idea. Questions only, though. Away you go.
Is this the auditions?
Are you an August clown or a white-faced clown?
What's a white-faced clown?
You mean you don't know?
It's hardly a question. You mean you don't know? That's a statement. Almost. Anyway, you're going to go.
This is strict.
Why are you late?
Has anyone been hired for the trapeze?
Isn't this your first time here?
Don't you love to fly?
Why can't you just do your audition?
Is Ted Danson?
Too confusing. Too confusing. Funny but confusing.
Is there something in my eye?
Why do you ask?
How much does the job pay?
Do you want to do your trick now?
Is there another time?
Would you like to discuss the pay?
In American money?
Would you like American money?
Can you put it in the bank?
Is there another way?
You know my wife?
Doesn't everyone?
Okay, let's end there. Thank you very much. And you're in a men's changing room after a game. If you've ever been in a men's changing room, either of you, this should be easy. In questions only.
Thanks. We'll take it from here, homie.
Can I borrow your towel?
Do you want to use this towel?
Is that yours?
Was this the one you gave me?
Did I give you my towel?
To Geordie, I'm sorry.
Do people laugh at that?
Would you like to shower with me again?
Does mine look bigger than yours?
Do you have the special mirror?
Do you have the towel?
Why do you ask?
Mind if I lather you up?
Mind if I bend over?
What's this on your shoulder?
Is this the men's shower?
Does it look like the men's shower?
Does Tom Cruise?
Is Betty White?
Oh, wrong person left. Okay. Never mind.
How, man, do you play squash? It's me again.
I'm sorry, are you speaking English?
I'm sorry, are you from somewhere else?
What do you mean by that?
You're not from round here, are you?
Don't you recognize me?
Aren't you the chap who's not from round here?
How did you know?
Don't you know that everybody points at you when you walk down the street and says, he's the chap who's not from round here?
Why don't people tell me these things?
Don't you listen?
Why should I listen to you?
I'm from Newcastle, that's why.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Excellent round. You're at a singles party, but you must only speak in questions. Away you go.
Why are the walls painted this colour?
Are you pissed?
Is there alcohol here?
Is this a party or what?
What's your name?
Ah, well, you got me there.
What's your sign?
Wouldn't you like to know, huh?
Can't you tell me?
Do you French kiss?
With my clothes on?
Do you have a naked body under there, then?
Would you like to see? Do you mind if...
Should I speak or should you speak?
Do you mind if I put on my clothes first?
So are you looking for love in your life?
Can't you tell?
Would you like a drink?
May I mix it for you?
What's your...
What would you like?
Do you have vodka?
Russian?
Is there any other kind?
Haven't we met before?
Bill Kirkenbauer?
Roger Johnson?
How the hell have you been?
Yes, as usual, Ron. Okay. All right. And the scene is a very simple one, at the nudist camp, or in the nudist camp. Questions only, away you go.
Is that a penis?
Doesn't it look like one?
I've never seen one before. Oh, pass.
Got too excited.
Are you Jewish?
Why do you ask?
Don't we know each other?
Too long a pause.
Why have men got nipples?
Isn't it obvious?
Does that upset you?
Does it excite you?
What do you think?
Would no be a wrong answer?
Why do they paint the trees that colour?
Don't you mean green?
Green.
Are you ready for volleyball?
Don't I look ready?
Why are you on the other side of the net?
Isn't it obvious?
What do you mean?
Aren't I going to play you?
Why should I tell you that?
Shouldn't you hit the ball first?
You want me to serve?
Don't you think that's a good idea?
What am I?
Do you love me?
Isn't it apparent to you?
Can I hang my towel there?
Which often seems harder than it could possibly be. Now, your scene is you're at the pearly gates. You know, that sort of traditional cartoonist scene at the pearly gates. If anyone goes wrong, I'll buzz and is replaced by the person behind him. Sort of a tag game this, and we'll keep going until we've squeezed every last drop of entertainment out of it. Or 5 hours is up, whichever comes the sooner. Away you go, at the pearly gates.
Can I help you?
Can I come in?
What's your sin?
Too many balls. Too many to choose from.
Who sent you here?
Am I dead?
Do you think you're alive?
Shouldn't you have all the answers?
Am I God?
Do I look like I know?
Are you in charge?
Do you need my name?
Do you have a smoking section?
Where are your wings?
Are you supposed to have some?
You've not done this job before, have you?
Don't we know each other?
Aren't you my brother Bill?
Is your name Gary?
Why shouldn't it be Gary?
Where the hell you been?
Can't you tell?
Can you give Mom a call?
Isn't Mum here?
Should she be?
Wasn't she with me in the car?
You drive?
Would I be here if I drove?
You got in an accident?
Would I be here if I didn't?
Sounded like the same question again.
Is this your cloud?
Do you want to hop on?
Why do they call it the pearly gates?
Isn't it self-explanatory?
And what's the scene? It's a shipwreck. It's a shipwreck scene, just you're on a shipwreck, there's 2 of you, or possibly 4 of you, only speaking in questions, away you go.
What happened to the ship? Where did it go? Wasn't it on the water a second ago? Weren't you in charge? Are
Aren't you wearing the captain's uniform?
Am I the navigator? How should I know? Do we have any food?
What does that look like?
I don't know. Where's the dog coming from?
Started with a statement, intended a question, good reaction to sound effect that nobody could hear at home, but there you go.
What's with the wooden leg?
Haven't you seen a coconut leg before?
Are you talking or is that the parrot? Where the hell were you?
Where did you bury the gold?
Can't you see we're in trouble?
Is that your mast? Are you just pleased to see me? That's a question, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I was going to buzz you out for doing such an old joke, but never mind.
How are we going to survive?
Don't you know any survival tactics?
How could I? I'm a choreographer.
Is this your first cruise?
Why are you asking me?
Aren't you the captain?
Pardon?
Aren't you the captain?
Just saying pardon's never been allowed in this game. On you go.
Where the hell have you been?
Do you know where the pointy end of the boat is?
Is that the bow or the stern?
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
Brigadier Misery and awarded to Stephen Frost. Well done. Yes, okay. Words. The scene I'd like to do is aliens meeting earthlings, but speaking only in questions. Where you go.
Who are you?
Can't you tell by my green skin?
Do you like my blue skin?
What other...
Bit too boring, Colin, I'm afraid.
Would you like to hold my antenna?
Do you need to ask?
Can you take me to your leader?
Can you tell me who it is?
How would I know?
Do you want me to take you anyway?
Can you do it quickly?
Can I?
What do you mean by that?
Do I mean anything?
Pardon?
Pardon isn't the question, I don't think.
Screw you.
Yeah.
Would you like to visit my craft?
Where is your craft?
Can you tell me? I've forgotten.
Have I seen it somewhere around?
Have you?
I'm just buzzing you out for the hell of it, Caroline, because you're winning so well.
Do you come in peace?
Are you here to conquer us?
Haven't we met on Uranus?
Jim?
Binky?
Have you been drinking?
Have I?
Tequila?
You know, don't you?
Does your breath smell bad?
Well, you haven't changed, have you?
You have more than two eyes.
You can't tell, can you?
You're going to kill me, aren't you?
Interesting question.
Okay, that's in there. Thank you very much. That was... And the situation you're in is in a scout camp, speaking only in questions. Where you go.
Is that your woggle?
Do you know...
Didn't I tell you to pick up your woggle?
Was that you?
Didn't you recognise my face?
Was that yesterday?
Don't you know the time of the week?
Are you Johnny Miller? Are you the scoutmaster?
Didn't you see me make the fire?
Do I look nervous?
Can you tell?
Is it apparent that this is my first trip?
What do you mean?
Do you know how to put up a tent?
Is the Pope Catholic?
Does a bear shit in the woods?
Can you get a badge for that?
Have you got your Pathfinder?
Do I need one?
How old are you?
Is 4 the right answer?
You tell me.
That's not a question.
Would you like to hear a scary story?
Do you know you're on fire?
Can't you put me out?
Shall I put you out?
Thanks. Did you want something?
Did you buy supplies?
Why are you asking me these questions?
Don't you look guilty?
Isn't my face the picture of innocence?
Okay, once again, Colin wins that game. Starts off with Josie and Colin in the centre, and they have to improvise a scene, but only speak in questions. If they go wrong, I'll buzz them out and they'll be replaced by the people behind them. Josie and Colin, you are on a space station and red alert has just been sounded, OK?
Was that the red alert? Oh, sorry.
I think you beat me. I'll buzz myself off for that. Yes, you're okay. Is that the red alert?
Yeah.
You
Is that the red alert?
Have you got the manual?
I don't know whether I...
That's not a question, I can tell.
Where's my helmet?
You're not human, are you?
What do you mean by that?
What's with the green thing coming out of your chest?
Didn't you get one?
They were handing them out?
Is that the Klingon?
You noticed?
Have you seen the airlock?
Is there a problem with the ship?
Is there any oxygen in the space?
If you scream in space, can someone hear you?
What's the problem?
Are my eyes going funny?
Why are you asking me?
I don't know who I am, do you?
Should that hole be there?
When do we get back to Earth?
Is it 12 or 2400?
Don't you miss your wife?
You've been seeing her, haven't you?
Do you smell her cologne?
Was that cologne?
Was it you?
What do you like in zero gravity?
What have you got?
Do you know how to put these suits on?
And your name is?
Haven't you met the leader of the expedition before?
Are you Phil?
Who hired you for this?
Too much of a pause.
What seems to be the problem?
Do you love me?
Is that the sort of question to ask a space commander on a trip like this going to Jupiter for 3,000 years?
Are we in space?
Are you mad?
Do you think I am?
Don't you remember training together?
Should I?
Weren't you the first astronaut woman in space?
Was I?
Don't you remember?
Am I complete?
Oh, give it to Stephen. Well done. Stephen wins that one. On cheer. The scene is just before a prison breakout. Just before a prison breakout, away you go. Any questions?
Are you ready?
Did you bring the plans?
Was I supposed to bring the plans?
Don't you have them?
Do you think I should write them out now?
Isn't it a little late?
What do you mean by that?
I don't know.
Have you finished the tunnel?
The one that goes under the wall?
Weren't you in charge?
No.
Wasn't that the guy who was building the tunnel?
Do you know him? Do you? Didn't he look familiar?
I thought I'd never seen him before in my life. And
That's not a question.
Where the hell have you been?
How'd you know it was me in my disguise?
Nice mask.
Warden, what are you doing here?
Do you think it's irregular if I escape with you?
Would you like to come with us?
Could I?
Can we stay at your summer home?
The one in Miami? The one in Miami?
aren't you the governor?
Yes.
Who's your favorite guard dog?
We'll get taken off the air. So, what's the scene? Colin, you're serving at a lingerie counter. Lingerie counter? Your previous job, I think. So,
Can I help you?
Have you got anything in my size?
Would you like something sexy?
Would I like you to show me something sexy?
You want me to put it on?
Wouldn't anybody?
What do you mean by that?
I don't know what I'm saying.
But I look good in this.
Would you like an extra large?
Do you think I have the legs for it?
Are you looking for something for your wife?
Do you have anything in black?
What size is she?
Does 36 sound too big?
Is that a size?
Isn't it? Oh, back again, are you?
Was someone else here?
Were you just here 10 minutes ago?
Do you know my brother? Gary Rogers? Have you heard of exact duplicates?
You're a twin?
Are you here to buy lingerie or what?
What's what?
Do you like this? Would you show it to me from the other side?
Would you like it in pink?
Have you got it in black?
Is black...
Do you want it in black?
Why did you ever leave me?
Can't you see that our love can never be?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Can't you see our love can never be?
You're in love with me?
Isn't it obvious?
Why are you two timing me?
Okay, well done. That's so, a little scene. You're trying to join a circus. One of you is trying to join a circus, but speaking any questions, away you go.
Did you know I can climb the trapeze?
But can you juggle?
Why did you ask?
You wanted to join the circus, didn't you?
Do you want me to join?
Can I help you?
Why, I think you know.
Could start with why.
Can I help you?
Can you see my trunk?
Are you the famous elephant boy?
Do you have to ask?
How did this happen?
Do you remember the year 1972?
Wasn't that right after 1971?
Can you show me your famous trick?
Would you really like to see?
Do you need to ask?
Nope.
Have you ever put your head inside a lion's mouth before?
Can you help me?
What is it you want?
Am I near seat 35?
Is this your ticket?
Who else's would it be?
What do you do with the chickens?
That's it, fine. Let's end on that. Let's see. At the police station. That's your scene. At the police station. Away you go.
Can you help me?
May I help you?
Didn't you hear me?
Don't you know I'm the sergeant?
Are you the person I should talk to?
What would you like?
Have you heard anything about a murder?
Wow.
Wow isn't a question. Last time I heard it.
Is there some reason you're not wearing clothes?
Is that against the law?
Is that your picture up there?
That one?
May I help you?
Have you seen my dog?
What's he look like?
Would you know a dog if you saw one?
Is it a German Shepherd?
Would the German Shepherd have more than one leg?
Don't they all?
Where the hell do you come from?
Can you see I'm not really a police officer?
What do you do?
Back again.
Weren't you here last time?
Aren't I the same guy?
Can't I find someone here to help me? What's your problem? What do you think?
Once again, Colin Mockery wins that game. It's 6 that way. And the scene I want you to do, well, it's scenes from a passionate French love story. You can do it in English if you want, or French, but away you go.
Do you remember the first time we met, Marcel?
Wasn't that before you were a Spice Girl?
Do you still know the song that you would sing to me in bed as I lolled in the sheets like a love monkey?
Wasn't it? Ah, my paprika, don't touch me there.
You must tease me like that.
What a sexy woman you are.
I don't think that's a question, that's just a comment. Carry on.
Have you seen my croissant?
Are you going to butter it on both sides and embarrass us all in this cafe?
Isn't that the way you like it?
Do you know that I'm bored with you and that I am seeing another man? Are you Pierre? Am I Pierre and Victoire?
I wish I knew what that meant.
You're okay. Yes, keep.
Where did I go?
Did you run and get me the gift from the chocolate shop?
How could I forget?
Are you not a man who keeps his promises? How rare you are.
Are you going to kiss me now?
Am I going to give you a tongue-slaving yes?
I'm buzzing you out, Brad, to spare you further punishment. Get in, Ryan. Get in there, Ryan.
Are you next?
Did you have garlic for dinner?
Did you notice the flex?
Notice? That's a question.
Have you seen my accent?
It's a small imperfect thing over here, you mean?
No, that wasn't really a question. You were just pretending at the end.
Avez-vous une cigarette?
Who the hell are you?
Okay, let's end there. Thank you very much. That's, and what I'd like to do is scenes from ancient Rome. And, Stephen, you're starting, so you've got to come down into the arena.
Come on, darling.
You've been away too long. Anyway, scenes from ancient Rome. Questions only. Where you go.
Is this Rome?
Nonny bonum kind est.
Are you Julius Caesar?
Sic semper haec wicquic.
Are you talking Latin or just taking the piss?
Was he built in a day, do you think?
Would you like a chariot race?
Could you explain what a chariot race actually is? Does it always involve Stephen Boyd at the end getting dragged under the wheels of...
What the hell are you talking about?
Please try and...
You're better when you stuck to Latin.
Did you order a pizza?
Don't you have the food of the gods?
What did you order?
Didn't I order some grapes?
Can you handle pepperonis?
What's a pepperoni?
I don't.
Back on, Stephen.
Two brute?
Yeah.
Is that a toga?
It's not the Ides of March, is it?
Oh, you're a bit late there with your
I
question.
was late, wasn't I? Sorry, damn.
Yes, yeah, you're eating two clever clubs by half here, Stephen.
Would you like a statue erected to you?
What do you mean by erected?
Are you coming on to me, Pantithius?
Is it obvious?
What have you done with my family?
That was your family?
Whose family would it be?
How much did you love your mother?
Don't tell me you stoned her.
No, I'm disallowing that. It's not really a question. So, well, change both pairs. Go on.
Are you going to the Parthenon tonight?
Couldn't you...
You're gone. You're gone.
Could you explain to the Parthians in Athens?
Yes.
Sorry, I just got
Well, they used
Is
to
the
travel a
Parthenon in
bit.
Athens?
Would you like to buy a map?
Okay, it's in there. It's about as much as we can think of that. And what I'd like you to do is just to improvise scenes from Star Wars. Scenes from Star Wars. Take it away, Greg and Debbie.
Are you my son?
Is my hair on straight?
Do you like my helmet?
Is that the first helmet you've had on today?
Difficult to tell if that was a question, but...
Can you teach me about the Force?
Have you seen the Wookiee?
Is a Wookiee involved?
The Wookiee likes to play chess.
That's not a question.
Are you Yoda?
What race are you from?
Does American sound too strange?
Is that from the planet Earth?
You've heard of it?
Aren't I the one who knows all?
Aren't you Yoda?
Didn't you just ask me that?
Am I repeating myself?
Can you perform the first test?
Is that oral sex?
Do you want oral sex?
Doesn't every man?
Can't you reach out with your feelings?
Can I reach out with something else?
Is it long enough?
So the scene is you're on Noah's Ark. You could be people, it could be animals. That's about it, I think, on Noah's Ark. Asking any questions, where you go.
What'd you do with the sheep, Noah?
Do you think it looks like rain?
Do you suppose it would rain for 40 days and 40 nights?
How many cows are there?
Why did you bring me as your pair?
What happened to the unicorns?
Did you just get shorter?
Hadn't you heard of water shrinkage?
What's water shrinkage?
Don't you? Where are you going?
You smell something?
Isn't it obvious you would smell something in the Ark?
Did you feed the goats?
Was I supposed to?
Well, did you feed the goats?
What should I feed them?
Did you feed them the ducks?
How long did it take you to make this?
Did it take me?
Quicker than that.
So where are the giraffes going to put their heads?
Is that important?
Have you never worked with giraffes before?
Is that apparent?
Where the hell have you been?
Where do you think?
Were you at the front of the boat?
You mean the pointy end?
Didn't I tell you to stay away from there?
Why?
Didn't you notice something unusual up there?
Didn't you see the leak?
You took a leak?
Okay, let's end there. Thank you very much. Well done, so, Stephen and Brad, you're on a stag night. That's the scene, but you're only asking questions. Take it away.
Do you want a drink?
What do you got?
What do you like?
Do you have vodka?
Do you get pissed easily?
What time's the stripper get here?
Do you fancy a kebab?
You want to dance?
You're puff.
They were strictly questions. They were just gibberish. That's all.
Am I late for the entertainment?
Aren't you the entertainment?
Have you ever seen a man juggle live bunnies naked before?
Is this my chance?
Is this the best thing you're ever about to see?
What's with the bowling balls?
You mean the green one?
Is that what that is?
Have you got the money to pay me?
Will you accept $1 quid?
What is that in American?
What?
$1 quid.
Did you order some bunnies?
How many have you got there?
Is 10 too many?
Didn't you hear the order I placed?
You placed an order?
If I didn't, why are you here?
Is it wrong that I'm here?
Can we start all over?
Why don't you start? Why?
What do you do with the bunnies exactly?
Who's getting married?
Didn't you call me a poofta earlier?
You sure that was me?
Do you have a twin brother?
Yeah, I do.
Are you nervous?
Should I be nervous?
Didn't you hear the 5-minute call?
Aren't you his twin?
Why are you asking?
Have you heard of the FBI?
Are you going to put me in handcuffs?
Would you like to?
Do you have something smaller?
Would you like some oil to rub down with?
What kind of an FBI agent are you?
Okay, so we end there. Thank you very much. And the scene I want you to do, you're in the Olympic Village. In the Olympic Village, talking Odeon questions. Take it away, Greg and Rory.
How long have you been here?
When did you arrive?
Didn't you see the coach outside?
Is that your coach?
Haven't you seen a coach before?
Not one that big. Do you want your javelin?
Are you here for the rugby?
Would I be holding a javelin if I was here for the rugby?
Did you hear the buzzer?
What did it sound like?
You didn't hear it?
You didn't hear it, I think it's not quite a question. That sounded like a cry for help for me.
Am I too late for the slalom?
What time are you supposed to be here?
Is 3 o'clock too late?
3 o'clock?
I understand you're leaving early?
Have we met before? When could that have been?
Wasn't it on the slalom?
Did you participate in the last Olympics?
Reckon that, Rory.
Like my gold medal?
Did you win that here?
Who else would?
You told me you bought it. Got it? How did you get my medal?
Have you ever heard of Switzerland?
Have I heard of what?
Have you ever heard of Switzerland?
Switzerland's in Europe, isn't it?
Do you have any sandwiches?
Would you like ham or cheese?
Is there a difference?
Don't you know the difference between ham and cheese?
Do I look hungry?
Do you want the green one?
Is that bad?
Depends.
That's it. I won the game there to Ryan. First time ever. And the scene you've got to do is two couples have been on a holiday and an affair has been going on. That's the scene that you're enacting, but questions only.
Where you go?
Could you put more oil on my back, Louis?
Do you think they suspect?
Do you think he saw us coming over here when he went to get that Mai Tai for us?
Pardon?
I don't think pardon's a question. Anyway, it's too short a question to carry out. It's a bit of a cheat.
You've been seeing another man, haven't you?
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, I don't know.
There was a question that they just rearranged the words. That would have been quite a good one.
I don't know.
Do you want to tell him or do I want to?
It's a resignation.
Where did she go?
Why did you stop rubbing my back?
Don't you think people are getting suspicious?
What people?
Can't you see all the people on the beach?
Could you rub a little lower?
You mean here?
Are you scared of me?
Is it that obvious?
Doesn't it show on your face?
Were you looking at my face?
Do you really think it's that hard?
Are you still talking about my face?
What were you thinking?
Is that a new cologne you're wearing?
Is it that obvious?
Did you wear it just to please me?
Is there anyone else?
Do you think she knows about us?
Is there a girl involved?
Didn't you see her?
Is she the one with the big...
Don't you know what a girl looks like? Apparently not.
Do you want to touch my breasts right now?
Do I?
Are they okay?
Well done, all right. It's the scene I like to do, though, is called In the White House. In the White House, which I believe is occupied by somebody important, normally in America. Take it away.
You're my new intern?
Do you know that I'll do anything for this job?
Do you know you just got a raise?
What do you want me to do now?
Would you like to sit on the presidential staff?
How big is it?
Does size matter?
Why aren't you wearing any pants, sir?
Is it Friday already?
Shall I bring you your stewardess now?
Is she the one I ordered earlier?
Didn't you care for blondes, sir?
Yes.
What's new?
Pardon?
Didn't anyone teach you to stand at attention when a president enters the room?
You're the president?
Didn't you see my big picture?
Is that you?
Are you blind, man?
Where did your hair go?
Okay, Ryan wins that one. Well done. You're the winner. Okay. And the scene I'd like to do, in this scene, city boys have lost their way in hillbilly country. Okay? You can decide who you are, but you have to speak in questions only. Take it away, Colin and Phil.
You ever seen so many trees?
Do you hear a banjo?
Well, if they try any...
Do you have a compass?
What's a compass?
Don't you know what a compass is?
You want to make me squeal like a pig?
How will that help us find civilization?
Could it hurt?
Aren't you worried?
Worried about what?
Are y'all lost?
Do you know where the highway is?
Y'all ain't been here before, have you?
Are you Swedish?
You from Arkansas?
What am I, the president?
Are you the president?
Can you keep it under your hat?
Can you?
You gonna tell me a way out of here or what?
Where are you all from?
Where do you think?
I don't know.
Should we follow the possum? You got any better ideas? Who put me in charge? Yuri.
Why don't you dig a hole?
How deep?
6 feet too much?
What are you gonna do with it?
You want to hop in?
Why do I have to hop in?
Can I just try it out for size?
Promise not to cover it up.
Cover what up?
I sure I'm fine.
Is this y'all's home?
Can't you find one of your own?
Didn't you know this is Harker property?
You're a Harker?
Don't I look like one?
Shouldn't we be fighting with the city boys?
You want to go make the sign of the two-headed raccoon?
No, thank you. That's fine. Thank you very much. That was,